Everybody near the line of scrimmage. Third down, Browning to the air. Higgins bumps, doesn't matter. Touchdown, Bengals.
Browning's going to float one far side. Spinning grab. Higgins has got it, working on Riley Moss.
In that one against Riley Moss, that's good coverage. It's just a perfect throw, and these are the plays that T. Higgins makes.
Second and goal. Browning to the end zone, diving catch. Higgins touchdown. T. Higgins with his second touchdown catch of the season.
He hit that crease and got into the backfield.
5 wide on the 3rd and 14. Fires and caught. And he's going to pick up the first down as the crowd salutes T. Higgins.
Yeah, you just got to marvel at the timing of this. 3rd down and long against this defense. They sit back and play zone, only rush 4. But as you see, that safety gets down quickly. Means you hit that back foot on your drop. The ball's got to be out immediately.
Quick throw. Higgins inside the 10. Higgins in the end zone. And a Cincinnati lead.
Down, move the linebacker, get it out early, and that gives T. Higgins a chance to be able to pull away from the safety.
Flacco down the sideline, caught, and sliding to a stop at the 6 is Higgins. Game-winning field goal.
Great call, Al. I'm right there with you. Tight coverage, pulls away late, and then right there, the veteran presence to know exactly where he was on the field, what's going on with the game clock and what needs to happen. Slides down, protects the ball.
Getting better and better, so it's really difficult for a defense to hone in on where he's going to be.
Flacco, a little bit of movement, puts him air under it. Deep down the field, Higgins wide open for the...
2 safeties back than any running back in the NFL.
Free blitzer coming off the edge. Quick decision. Flacco gets it to Higgins, breaks the initial tackle, and he's going to ring him up for some good yardage. Going to get Glass.
Bears are just playing their regular defense, but trying to disguise their looks.
Only about 5 yards away from McPherson's field goal range. Flacco puts him air under it, far side. Higgins! Just crazy catch!
I don't even know what else to say. There's an incredible throw. Impressive in this game.
Flacco looking end zone near side. Higgins with the catch. Higgins, they're going to mark him shy of the end zone. Officials talking about it. It's just incredible catches that we've seen from Higgins. Did the ball break the plane of the goal line as he worked against Gardner Johnson?
The question when he rolled.
And now they're saying touchdown.
Right.
Ruling on the play is a touchdown.
Win it. If you don't, you still have an opportunity to tie if you get another touchdown.
Flacco, end zone. It is caught. Higgins. Workout on Thursday. Pain injection this morning. What does he have left up his sleeve? He fires and completes. Higgins inside Bears territory. 90 seconds.
Yeah, and they'll run a play right here.
Bears rush 4. Flacco going for it. Higgins with another all-world snatch. Jaquan Brisker.
Brooks is the running back. Flacco to the air. And time. Flag, as you see, and to the side. Caught by Higgins. He's in right now. Let's see what
Higgins is just working a drag route. But watch as this play extends. He looks, he's not supposed to wheel this. But as the play breaks down, he's like, oh, I'm just going to go up the sideline. Flacco's able to...
2nd and 3. Burrow lofting end zone. Higgins, did he get his feet in? He did. Touchdown Bengals.
See if you can even tell.
All right, well, between quarters, they came out with the blowers. Yeah, I think as long as, it looks like that right toe is still kicking up some snow. I think he's in. This perimeter passing game, especially contested catches. T. Higgins, Jamar Chase, best duo in the league, winning 50-50 balls, and there's another great example for T. Higgins.
You need more than just a 3rd down conversion, though, quickly. Down 2 scores.
Into the blitz, wants T. Higgins. He's got him. Higgins fights through contact for the touchdown.
Cincinnati's going to elect to go for 2 here. Trying to make this.
And now Joe Burrow and company begin at their own 9. Dolphins going to bring 4. Burrow step out of his own end zone, taking a shot near side. Higgins.
Well, that's what you're going to get with T. Higgins in the game, and you see this every single time he's in there. And
just incredible. One of the reasons why they were shut out for the first time in a number of years. Burrow puts some air under it. Higgins, touchdown. Boy, just an exceptional.
So good. I mean, so good. Left foot, drag with the right foot. I mean, you can't, there is nothing that Jack Jones could possibly do when you throw the ball in that position and with that kind of body control.
Similar to what a Clemson defense was doing.
3rd down. Burrow looking for Higgins on the sideline. He's open and he drops it in beautifully in Arizona territory.
He's going to be lined up out there going out, and now, I'm supposed to be running with T. Higgins. So now you're in a trail. You got Denzel Burke trying to convert to get over there to help out, and we've just seen a few things here today because you've got so many different guys on the back end of this defense.
On 2nd down, Burrow to throw again. Lofts it to his left for Higgins. One-handed grab.
Ball skills. We talked about how good he is with his hands. Hold the defender off with his right. All you need is one. That's good every day.
Taking a 1-point lead over the Texans. Jacksonville was up big in their game. Burrow to the outside. This time Higgins reels it in. He had Ross on him again, and he was able to make the catch.
The problems of being NFL corners, you can have a PBU, but then you got to go guard T. Higgins again. Right? Now it's just another play. Ross does everything he can here. T. Higgins just too big.